So growing up, both my parents are super artistic. They both were art majors here at BYU. I was, the rebellious teenager. I didn't want to do what both my parents did. I took a marine biology class. I realized I was like, I'm not passionate about this, and I really do like art, so maybe this is something I should pursue. And the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it was what God wanted me to do with my life. And I was petrified. I don't have a lot of experience. Like, I grew up exposed to art, but I don't have a lot of experience doing it. But I just felt like it's what I needed to do, so I started studying art. I was never really interested in painting. Even when I started studying art, I was much more into sculpture and ceramics and kind of more 3D, hands-on type stuff. But when I got back from my mission, they'd kind of discontinued the 3-day program here at BYU, and so I had the choice between switching my major to painting, graphic design, or transferring to another school. I prayed about it, and I felt very strongly that I should switch to painting. With each painting class that I took, it just became easier and easier, and I realized I really had a passion for it as well. But it's one that I don't think I ever would have discovered if I hadn't been forced into that path. My creative process for me is it's a very spiritual one. And I realized, I'm like, you know what, if I feel like painting is what God wants me to pursue with my life, then I should be making Him more a part of this process. When I start a project, I pray about, okay, this is the idea I have in my head, like what direction should I take this, like what should I focus on, what message should I send? When I'm alone in the studio just painting and working on something I'm really passionate about, that's when I feel the Lord's presence the strongest. The theme that I decided to go with is Proverbs 31, and the title is Greater Than Rubies, and it refers to a particular verse in Proverbs 31. It talks about that a virtuous woman has a price greater than rubies. And something I've noticed a lot since I started studying art is how, especially in modern art, women are very objectified, especially in commercial art. I was like, okay, how can I create art that is beautiful and attractive to people, but kind of counters that culture of objectification that we see in today's world? I decided to paint a series of portraits of women that I look up to, capturing that simple beauty of them and their experiences and who they are as a woman. With this show, I hope people will come and will look at the pieces and hopefully kind of think what they use to define the beauty of a woman. As part of the show, we're going to be collecting donations for a rehab center, for the women's shelter, and for the women's prison on Oahu. I've really been blessed by the professors that I've worked with here at BYU, and I want to pass that on to other people and to continue to teach, since I love the process of teaching.